So this is the Ricoh C6501, C standing for color, multifunctional device. It is configured with, right now today in our showroom, with 3 trays. The main letter size tray. This should be familiar with your account. We're using that very similar product with your 6000. I believe right now we've got the 2 trays here, which are universal trays up to 12 by 18 inch sizes. There would also be the ability to add another tray over here for you for a total of 4 trays on line. 1 for your white bodies of paper, and then 3 colors over here. Imagine, if you will. We've got the stapler sorter over here. It also does some booklet finishing in this configuration. And we'll certainly quickly show you how we would set the job up to do your agenda building. The first thing you're going to need to do, of course, is just quickly set up your paper trays to load the color paper in here. And that usually typically means setting up these trays to add your color paper. I've already loaded goldenrod or yellow paper on the second tray. You would also want to load a second color in the third tray, and you'd have another color in the large capacity tray to the right. Basically, what you're going to do here, you're going to unlock those trays. These are all fully adjustable for different sizes of paper. You're going to set those up and have them preloaded, ready to go with all your colors that you need. So what I have here is a job that's going to emulate your agenda package, and I just wanted to let you know there's some cover pages, a table of contents, and then it gets into page numbered pages. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to insert one colored page at page 10, which would be similar to what you would do with your agenda. We want to have this on a colored piece of paper. We want it to be single-sided. We want the first group of pages to be duplexed. Then we want to go back to duplexing for 11, let's say through 19 would be duplexed again, or two-sided. And then we're going to say page 20. We want to have another different colored paper inserted here. And then I'm going to go back to duplexing to complete the job. I'm also going to enable a corner staple and 3-hole punching so that it's easy to distribute to your council members. And they can remove the staple and put the 3-hole punch stuff into a binder they may already have. So your workflow will be very, very similar to what you're currently using with your Xerox structure right now. Some of the couple of the key features on the Ricoh that we're going to use over here, it's under Special Originals down in the corner I'm touching here. We're going to use batch copying. That's one feature we want to use. And over underneath the duplex, combine, and series mode, another key feature we want to use is this one here that says mixed 1 and 2-sided. Because that's what you want to do in this job, is you want to have sections that are single-sided and other sections that are 2-sided. So at this stage of the game, you'll notice the 3 trays up here are all set for 8.5 by 11 paper. You would have another tray available to you with the auxiliary paper tray, so you'd have a total of 4 online. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to set the job up, because I want to have corner stapling in advance. I want to have 3-hole punching when it comes out as well. One other little feature that I'd like to show you, which is a nice feature, is I'm going to edit the image, because I want to put page numbering. Actually, sorry, I lied. I want to go to stamp. I want to go to page numbering, because one of the things is you're compiling your agenda. You've got different sections. I think you're going to want to have page numbering on there, which would be very nice. And I'm going to put those in the bottom right-hand corner. So we'll set that up for you as well. And then we are pretty much ready to go. One other handy feature we've got is once I've got the job all set up, ready to go with the hole punching, the stapling, and everything, is up over here we've got a program button. And if I touch that program button, I can simply, now that I've got it set up, I can go program. In this case, I'm calling it your agenda base, and I'll just hit save. And now every time I want to come back and do this agenda every week or 2 weeks, I just simply get started, and it brings me right to this exact same scenario. And then we can carry on very quickly and easily to input your unique agenda each week. So now that the job has been programmed and ready to go, I'm just simply going to walk up like you currently do, take my hard copy sections, in this case 1 to 9, put them in the document feeder. I'm going to select that I want single-sided to double-sided on the control panel. I'm going to pick tray 1, which contains my white paper, and then I'm going to hit the green start button over here and let it scan. Now it's not making copies right now, The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my page 10. I've loaded my yellow paper in tray 2. I'm going to go into duplexing. I only want single-sided to single-sided on that one. I hit the green start button. I'll start selecting my next range. So page 11 to page 19. Now I'm going to go back to my white paper tray, and I'm going to go back to two-sided copying. I say OK. Hit the green start button again. Here's my page 20. I want to come back into duplexing here. I want to change back from one-sided to two-sided to one-sided to one-sided. And I'm going to pick from tray 3, which contains my blue sheet of paper. Again, I'll hit the start button. And then last but not least, we'll go back to tray 1 for the final setup. We'll go back to one-sided to two-sided for the final. Let it scan all the originals. Once I'm done, I just hit the pound sign or the enter button here. That lets it know that I've completed all my scanning for the agenda, and it actually starts to run the job at that point. Now the job is completed. It's sitting in my hand here. It's got a corner staple, 3-hole punch, so it can be quickly and easily distributed with the staple. The staple could be removed and put into a binder. The first pages are all duplexed or two-sided. Page 10 is actually single-sided as we wanted. Then it goes back to duplexed copies up to page 19. And then it goes to page 20, which again is single-sided. And then back to duplexed final copies for the end. One other thing that the Ricoh can do is it can put a page number at the bottom right-hand corners. That can be very, very nice when different sections have different page numbers. I noticed the content that you sent down had different ranges, had 1 to 10 and another 1 to 25. So this allows your council members to refer to a specific page that's consistent amongst your whole agenda package in there. And it's got them on both sides of the paper in the bottom right-hand corner. Ultimately, the last step I'm going to do to complete my job is I'm going to remove my colored sheets of paper and put the machine back to the way it was before. I unlock the tray, slide it together, and there's my legal paper in tray 2. The tray will automatically sense that it's got legal paper in it. I do not need to go into the machine to tell it it's got legal paper. It now knows that there's legal paper inside the machine. The Ricohs do not require you to tell the machine what size of paper or what you've done. I believe with some of our competitive models that are out in the marketplace, every time you open or load the tray, it requests you to tell it what size of paper is in there. So just hit the lock button, close it, and it automatically now knows there's 11 by 17 paper in tray 3, and everybody else in the office is ready to go to do their regular copying. You've taken your color paper out, saved it for the next trip. You didn't need to buy pre-punched paper. It was punched online. I didn't have to figure out which way the punched hole paper went, so it's going to be a whole lot easier for you with the C6501 than it would have been with your old product. Thank you. So what I wanted to show you here was just how simple it could be to go from your existing supplier back to the Ricoh device here, again with the 3 trays here plus the auxiliary paper tray. You can literally walk up and do the exact same workflow that you've done for the last 10 or 15 years. I'm also going to sort of quickly show you, if you want, you can do it electronically from a driver as well. The nice thing with Ricoh, the print driver does allow you to pick different pages from different trays, and if you wanted to run it electronically. Likewise, we just wanted to show you that it can be, if you want to do it the old way, you can do it that way as well.